Oh my fucking god. Star Wars Episode 9 Rise of Skywalker. That was amazing. Oh my god. I'm so exhausted. I'm starving. I burned so many calories watching that film. Rian Johnson in Episode 8. So Rian Johnson wrote the original script. I don't know what they said, but they said in the Wikipedia he was working on script development, and he definitely did some of the script development for this film. It stayed in Episode 9, the finished product. And my god, is it amazing. This film is definitely better than 7. It's one of the best Star Wars films of all time. I don't know if it's better than 8. Here come all the trolls. Look at my notes. There's a lot of exposition in the film. If you're gonna watch it after like 20 Star Wars films, like you're gonna be totally lost because you're gonna be tired, starving, and you won't have enough energy to like follow with all. There's a lot of exposition. It's on screen, and then like you start off with random aliens. The film starts off perfectly with a bunch of random aliens in the Millennium Falcon. I don't even know if they show up again in the rest of the film. And that just shows you what is going on in the film. Like there's so much stuff in the film. C-3PO is carrying a bunch of weapons like Rambo. Uh, they introduce a million Sith characters at the end of the character film that you don't know who any of them are. But it works better than like in episode 7 and 8. They explain they don't explain stuff, but stuff is implied. Like you see the Death Destroyers, and like, oh, that's how the First Order came, and the Final Order afterwards, because the Emperor's in the film. The Emperor's pulling the strings. I don't know if he fakes his death or he's like an apparition. And it's not clear, but he's like pulling the strings in either Jedi or in either like ghost form or real life, or he faked his death. I don't know, but he's pulling the strings. I didn't think I was gonna believe that he did till I actually worked on the film. Like they delivered the lines like Han Solo and Harrison Ford was like, "You can't say this stuff, George Lucas, make people believable," but they just act and lie so well that you believe it happened. So it doesn't ruin your suspension of disbelief. Rey has all these powers now, and they show it, so it's believable. Like I just said, it's like she was training with Leia, like the Yoda Luke training or gap of training in the previous in Return of the Jedi. Um, and there's so much callbacks to other films. Like she she goes by the not Jakku, the Ancto, whatever the wherever Luke was in that previous film. Oh shoot, there's so much in that scene with like how Luke is the new Yoda in Episode 8, and then they use the ship that he left in Episode 8 to help her leave the ship, leave the planet, and that's why he doesn't use it and he holograms because he predicts that she will be using it to defeat Palpatine later on in the film. This is mad intricately planned out. Like Marvel Cinematic Universe, people believe like this is like it's intricate. It's not intricate. This is freaking intricate. Um, my gosh. They do the Hux force put on the ground, put on the ceiling thing again. The interesting thing with there, a lot of Rian Johnson humor is in this film, and they use J.J. Abrams to make it more palatable, and it works. I feel like that's the formula they should use. J.J. Abrams directing, Rian Johnson writing. There's homage to Indiana Jones. There's homage to Dune with like the spice trading. Indiana Jones with the tanks. And watched the Return of the Jedi with the motorcycle chase scene with Rey and Finn. I watched the Endor with some. There's so many homages to Endor. The motorcycle chase scene and then the Ewoks in the end. There's a quicksand thing. And there's a lot of interesting set pieces which are very good. But they spent so much. There's so many scenes. Like, how did they film all this in this short amount of time? It's a 2.5 hour film, and they probably wanted to shorten it, or they probably shortened it on purpose, just to drive people nuts. Poe has a love romance. There's a lot of shipping in this film. Carrie Russell has never been so sexy, and most of the time she's under a mask. I thought she was like a stormtrooper or something, but she wasn't. Trash can. There's a match to the Wizard of Oz with the stormtroopers stepping on the stomping on the ground and walking around. The Reys and Ren's parents in the beginning of the film could have been done better, but later on when they reveal it, it's done a lot better. I don't think. I feel like the Emperor should have lied or hid the truth from them, and they could have done that because that's what they did in the prequels and the books. I don't normally quote the books because like I feel the movies are their own thing, but like I feel like it was very cheap in the beginning, and probably Abrams did it. That he's like, "Oh, I lied to you about Rey's parents. Is actually this, etc." Everyone's acting made it believable that the Emperor was back, because like everybody in the galaxy thought he was back, so they believed it. I was gonna worry about Rey being a Palpatine because of the midichlorians thing, but they even mentioned in the film that blood. There's stuff more important than blood. The fact that Luke and Leia believed in her and knew it, because a lot of merchandising. They build up the Kylo Ren taking off his mask, showing his face. His helmet was like a piece of merchandise, scarred Kylo Ren. The fact that, oh my God, force healing. I believe in the fact that Pride used to be with the Emperor. Like he used to be this whole Exegel guy. Like he's like the Illuminati, the Secret Service for the Emperor, which is pretty good. And also, I guess like just because they have those expanded universe, you don't necessarily think that the rebellion won, because like just because they destroyed, you don't know if the Emperor was actually destroyed, and then the First Order happens, and then all these Death Destroyers. So it doesn't make sense that the Republic didn't happen like it did in the books. The fact that they have a million ships with planet killers. They have a march to the Dark Knight Rises with a few things, including the This Is Gotham fame. Pride has like a shiny eye at one scene of the scenes. I like when he disses Rey, when the Emperor disses Rey, saying that you're weak like your parents. Like even if you don't believe anything else, like that's just perfect for knowing Rey's character. The fact that it's left open, it looks like a happy ending, but knowing Rian Johnson, I'm wondering, did the Emperor really want to die, like, and then he killed him? Was that part of the plan? Was she a Palpatine or not? In the end, was she lying? Is she gonna have a child with Finn, who's gonna be like taught the Jedi stuff? Is Finn gonna be a Jedi after having a feeling about ships, like Leia did in Return of the Jedi? Does Romeo and Juliet homage kiss? There's a homage like Superman. Probably because John Williams, but they felt like there was Superman music when they were on Tatooine. Luke and Leia being on the planet, being her parents, even though they're twins. Freaking Rian Johnson. I might have finally calmed down. I might have ate some food and like got my energy back. Man, that was amazing. So they kill off the Emperor, they kill off Kylo Ren, they kill off. Chewie's still alive. We found out about Rey's parents. We don't know if the Emperor's dead. We don't know if the Sith are dead. So many aliens introduced. I don't even know their names. Bunch of puppets that are CGI. And Rian Johnson, after writing the script, wanted to do 3 more fucking films. He wanted the most open-ended film of Episode 8, the most closed-ended film of Episode 9, and then he wanted to do another trilogy. That's so wicked. That's so crazy, man. I can't believe that. I'm guessing with like the ideas I had based on this film. If you even wanted to do that, maybe you want to do like his own stuff. Fucking amazing. I don't know how you can top this. Star Wars is back. I love you, Star Wars. I know. What are your thoughts? Like and subscribe.